Well, hello folks, yes. Yes, this is Mike from Mike's Magic Auto Detailing and Paint Correction, Paint Enhancement here in Sharpsburg, Georgia. Oh boy, look at this. Look at that reflection, would you? Holy cow, holy cow. Wow. Man. Yeah, we talked about that yesterday, and it's a nice sunny day here in Sharpsburg, Georgia. It's a little chilly outside. It's a little chilly, but that's okay. Our Project Mustang GT continues here. My car. And I talked to you guys yesterday. I mentioned that I was going to do a waterless wash on my tires, because at one point it was raining and I'd had to pull it out in the yard and they got a little bit muddy, and they've had the optimum tire coating on them for, I don't know, probably a year, and it was doing an excellent job. Lasted a long time. I polished those rims up yesterday. I'll show you how I did that here in just a few minutes. Made pretty quick work of them. And I just finished doing what I call a waterless wash on these tires, and they turned out very well, very well. Those are about as clean as you're going to get your tires. Doesn't take long. I'll walk over here and show you some of the stuff that I used to accomplish that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get situated here. I apologize, folks. I apologize. What you're going to need is some acetone. I think I got this at Home Depot. It's relatively cheap. Maybe a microfiber towel, some different brushes, and that's a microfiber applicator. And this is for polishing up the wheel. This is called a Flitz ball. It's on my cordless drill, and that's a little polishing cloth there. I will do that after I clean the tire. So this polish, I just happen to be using this kind right here today. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. Any kind of chrome polish, this is really good stuff, but it will neutralize any acetone that might get on your wheels, which I think if you left it there, I'm not sure, it might damage them. I don't know. These are chrome, but at any rate, I'll polish it off afterwards just to get rid of that. Yeah, you can see these tires on this side didn't get too muddy for some reason, but they do have some splatter on them. Even though I covered them up when I was buffing the car, somehow or another I still got some splatter on there. And what I do want to show you is, you'll notice, if you will, that the tires are up off the ground, so that I can clean this part down here without moving the car. I usually do all four at once, but I did the two tires on the other side. If you look closely back there, what you will see is that I have, I can see if I can get a little closer for you guys so you can really see. What I have is two 2x4s nailed together, offset, and then I just back the car up on top of those, and that raises the tires off of the ground just enough so you can get to that part right there without having to do all four tires and then move the car, go back and do those sections right there. This way you can get that part of the tire which would normally be on the ground, which you could not get without moving the car. And I really don't like moving the car back and forth, It's just easier for me that way. It only takes a minute. Yeah, you can buy RV leveling blocks and all that kind of stuff, but hey, you know what? Just nail a couple 2x4s together, you know, and just run your car up on top of them. Gets those tires and wheels up off the ground where you can get at them without having to move the car. Like they say, I think it's in the Marine Corps, or somebody said, work smarter, not harder. But I'm going to try to set this camera down here. I'm not good at doing this live shot stuff. And position it back here where you can see what I'm doing here. And I'll show you my method for doing this. There's several different methods. I used to use lacquer thinner to do this with, but a wise high-level detailer told me, so Mike, try acetone. I think you'll like it better, because I want to recoat these tires with a new tire coating I've ordered that's just on the market for about 6 months or so, and I'll go to that when I get here. But first, I have to get this rubber down to the virgin surface, the virgin rubber, and I have to get this old tire coating off, which can be, for the high quality ones and some of the cheap ones that are petroleum or silicone based, it can be difficult to do. Degreaser, it'll do it, you know, when you're outside with your hose and pressure wash and all that, but it doesn't work as good as this method for removing the old tire coating. And you don't want to put tire coating on top of tire coating on top of tire coating, because what you end up with is a mess, a sludgy mess. I don't care what kind you're using, so you should always get it down to the virgin rubber before you apply tire coating on. And this is a relatively easy way to do this, especially when it's cold outside like it is today. I really don't want to get the hose out and the buckets and all that stuff and the cleaners and daddy-da, because my wheels and all that are relatively clean now. You know, a month or so back, I did the wheel acid and all that. So all this stuff that's on here is basically just surface stuff. But I do want to get not only the dirt, grime, you know, the brake dust and all transmission fluid, oil, all that stuff that ends up on the roadway. And when you drive down the road when it's been raining, that stuff splashes up on your tire, it dries, and then you've got these muddy, dirty spots. I don't know if y'all can see them or not, but it's critical that I get all that stuff off before I apply the new tire coating. But like I said, it's so cold outside. I have been able to do it, but I don't like doing it. So what I like to do is I like to use a soft bristle brush. This is I think a boar's hair interior brush, which I will wash it thoroughly when I'm done here. I like it because it's absorbent, and I like to use a microfiber applicator. You can see where I've cleaned the other tires over there. And then I take my acetone and shake it up a little bit. And there's some in the top of the can here, but what I do is I just soak this applicator down with the acetone, and then I rub it on a section of the tire, get it good and soaked. I'll take my brush so I can get in all those little character marks or whatever you call them in the tire, and I'll just kind of scrub it down and apply a couple of times to make sure I get everything. I'm not going to bore you guys with making you watch me do this whole tire. I'm just going to do this one top section right here. I hope you guys can see it. All that old tire coating and dirt and grub and grime and oil and chemical fluids all coming off. Then I take a microfiber towel, which has been dampened with the acetone, and just simply mop up, as we call it. Now, if I had the new tire coating that I'm going to try out handy, this stuff dries very quickly. For those of you who've ever used it, you know that. So in just a minute or so, this tire is ready for the new tire coating. And you know, I still see a little splatter there. Maybe, I'm not sure what it is exactly. And I'll just go back. I don't know what that stuff is, but I think it'll be all right. Not chasing perfection here, folks. There you go, the brush got it. And it only takes a couple minutes to go around and do the whole tire that way. And in the dead of winter, you want your tires clean? It's hard to beat that, folks. Really hard to beat that. Hey, you know what? Leave me a comment down there about what you think about this method. No, it won't harm your tire. I mean, really, how long do tires stay on a car anyway? you know, they wear out fairly quickly. So I am told it's not going to harm the rubber. It's not going to dry the tire out, blah, blah, blah. Nothing to worry about there. But you know what? Leave me a comment, shoot me a PM, you know. And if like my video, give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down. Whatever you feel like doing, it's okay, it's okay. I know there's going to be haters out there or critics, and I don't mind that a bit. I love everybody, and you know, if we have a difference of opinion, that's okay. This is for those folks that want to try this out. Like I say, I've used lacquer thinner, I've used alcohol. Alcohol works, it just doesn't work as fast or as good. And I'd say between alcohol and the acetone is the lacquer thinner. But I've tried all three, and the acetone works the best and the fastest of those I've tried. And I will polish up the wheel a little bit when I get done with this. Some of you have seen this Flitz ball before, but it'll make pretty quick work out of it. It's very, very soft. The Flitz ball is very, very soft, won't scratch, and it's pretty quick work out of polishing something like this. Not a big deal. Just put a little dab of that polish, or whatever polish you choose. That just happened to be what I grabbed this morning. I probably got 3 or 4 kinds over there. You know, if you're watching on YouTube, I don't know if you can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down there, but I know you can make comments. I'm always interested in where people are watching from, and you know, just anything really, you know, and hit the subscribe button if you so choose, and you will be notified of future videos that I might do on this and other projects. And hopefully some of this information might be a little entertaining or or somewhat informative. But I'm telling you, I'm pretty happy with the way this old girl's turning out. I do appreciate everybody for taking time out of their busy day and tuning in. Thank you so much. Goodbye, folks. See you next time.